Hey, how y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
We will go ahead and get started. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, DeMarco. When you guys went back and watched the film on Josh Jacobs' 21-yard run on third down in the fourth quarter, uh, I'm curious, like, what is Dennis Allen's message when that is shown on film and you guys go through it?
It's definitely a critical down for us to get that stop and for us to get off the field. So it's definitely a play, wish you can have back. Just just an opportunity to learn from, better form technique and things like that.
Pat,
Hey, DeMarco, what do you think you guys learned yesterday that you can apply when you face these guys again in a week and a half?
I feel like really just we're looking forward to like Cleveland next week, fixing the issues that we had on that field, not getting ahead of ourselves and things like that. Like, it's three or four plays, you wish you could just have a different outcome. But looking ahead to Cleveland and just making sure that we don't let these same mistakes happen again.
You talk about a couple of plays that you wish went different. How important is it going to be to minimize these explosives against Cleveland?
Definitely, they're a team now that has named their starter quarterback and they're starting to push the ball downfield more. So for us, just eliminating the points before half at the third down stop, and other critical third downs, getting off the field more, giving our offense a chance to go score.
Have you seen any of Shador yet, or just in passing?
Just in passing, just through film of watching other teams. But, I feel like he's a very solid quarterback and who's got a lot of potential.
Nick,
DeMarco, what was your overall assessment of how the defense played in yesterday's game?
I feel like the unit we played, obviously the outcome isn't what we wanted. Obviously it's like winning the middle eight, and winning that back four of just getting stops and things like that. I feel like we got a team of defensive guys that are, pissed off with the outcome, pissed off with the whole situation, how it went down. But at the same time, like I feel like we're a brotherhood in that locker room. So like we hold ourselves accountable to everything that took place on that field and moving forward, like not letting that happen again.
Sean,
Yeah, to follow up on that, just what was the most frustrating part about giving up that big touchdown right before halftime, kind of like you were saying there?
I feel like it was just like for us, you never want to try. You always want to try to get off the field on those, like again on those third downs, but you always just try to for us as a team like winning that middle eight for us was important.
Adam,
DeMarco, how comfortable have you become with handling everything, like the green dot, communicating with everyone on defense, and as an extension of that, what was it like to play with TJ for an extended period of time for the first time this year?
Yeah, like wearing that green dot communication, you build, you just get more comfortable and comfortable the more you do something in life, and just the communication parts of like with the guys telling me, hey man, like if I can get the call out or if it's, just great communication out there from the start. So, but also playing with TJ, having him as a captain in our room, on his defense, he's, phenomenal leader already, and just having his play style and like technique and adding that to the table for us, it was beneficial for us.
Nick,
DeMarco, is there such thing as a moral victory in the NFL? You guys come back down from 14-3, or how do you kind of view that?
No, it ain't no moral victories in my. We didn't get the job done, and like I'm waking up still frustrated with that game. Looking at it, I don't think anybody needs to take this as a moral victory. Like you look at the scoreboard, we lost, and we ain't where we want to be. So it ain't no moral victories for that.
Sean,
Marco, you've been with DA for a little while now. Is there anything that stands out just about the way he approaches these division games when you're playing a team for the second time?
Like I feel like with DA, he's not somebody, he's a great great coach. I don't think he's going to try to get ahead and look ahead to Green Bay to get him next time. Obviously you look at the game and you want to say like, okay, maybe we can do this, this, and this, but at the same time, like we're worried about Cleveland and being 1-0 and just not looking too far ahead and let something else slip up. So just keeping our eyes focused on Cleveland and getting this being 1-0.
Ozzy, can you just take us through your touchdown there? It didn't seem like there was much space at all for that pass to get in there. Just what did you see and how did it all play out on your end?
Uh, yeah, I mean, Caleb made a good play. I just ran my route and just tried to stay alive, and then Caleb was able to fit the ball in there. I was able to make a play on it, and that was really it.
Courtney.
Hey, Ozzy, I know with Rome not practicing last week, you guys probably had an idea early on that he wasn't going to be able to play. Like, how does the receiver room adjust when he's not able to go? I know it hasn't been often, but how did you guys, what was the plan to adjust to that going into the week?
Just everybody being prepared, being locked in, and just a few moving parts. But I said it earlier that week. That I'm confident in the receiver room and our ability to just go and make plays in the pass game and in the run game. So it's just next man up mentality.
How have you seen DJ adjust to kind of whatever his role is? I'm sure yesterday he's probably a little frustrated just at what his production was, but how have you seen him manage those things in game and then during the week?
I think first and foremost, it's about just winning, and whatever that may look like. It might be a different person or different few people every game that kind of pop or whatever, but I think his mindset has just been, we just want to win. So whatever that may look like, and everybody just being ready for their opportunities.
Nick.
Olamide, how was the footing at Lambeau Field? Did you guys have to make any adjustments in terms of what kind of cleats you guys are wearing? So just how was the footing?
I mean, we definitely wore different cleats. I know I slipped for sure, and that was kind of like a weight distribution thing. Like I gotta like be over exaggerate. Um, just placement, foot placement, and things like that. But at the end of the day, everybody's playing on the same field, so it doesn't really, it's an even playing field.